Right, we're here with Dorking Wanderers manager Marc White at Accra in Kidderminster for the first time. Marc, good journey up?
Yeah, nice little Saturday morning cruise, nice and easy, mate. Couple of hours, lovely.
Yep, and first impressions of the ground, I think first time you've been here, isn't it?
Yeah, first time ever. I mean, it's laid out like you want a football ground to be laid out, really. Couple of terraces behind each goal, get the fans at it. Loads of seats, tidy, isn't it? Really tidy. Obviously, they've got a lot of history here, and they're now back, sort of getting back to where they were. So, yeah, that's why they've got a decent following.
Yep. Yeah, and I think this place is probably destined to be packed out this afternoon, which is good for both sets of players, isn't it? And everybody as well here. After obviously the high of Tuesday night and one training session, mindset just to kind of go again today.
Yeah, obviously the only boys that trained were the ones that didn't play, so the other guys have not trained. That's the kind of negative of being part-time. You can't really do anything when you've got 2 games a week. So it's only recovery on Thursday. But the team today, it's unchanged. That's the bottom line in terms of the 11. And Alfie comes in on the bench. And I think no matter what happens today, we showed remarkable courage under pressure to go to York, 4,000 home fans, midweek, long journey, get a 1-0 win. It doesn't really get much better than that in terms of delivering. And the boys, it wasn't lucky at all, you know. We deserved the points, I thought. And we have got the players that we know can win a lot of games of football in this league. So, yeah, it was brilliant, James. And obviously, I wanted to just, once more remind those fans that for the fans that came up on the Tuesday off the back of Saturday, they really deserved it. But also, they're true supporters that really understand what it's about. So I'm so glad that they had a sleepless night like me, in a good way. But obviously, that's that was then. This is now. Want to pick up where we left off. It's going to be a real physical battle. I'll be honest, I think our boys relish that. I think they're quite together. I think we're quite a physical team. So I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, and also just the change, obviously, Tuesday with sort of a back 4, but allowing fullbacks to still push on. Is that something that you kind of stumbled upon now with the personnel? And is that how you kind of looking to set up for some of these away games, perhaps?
Yeah,
more pragmatic.
Yeah, mate. I thought hadn't it been for the formation I picked in the last 2 home games, we would have picked up points. I think I picked the wrong formations. I mean, there's still been a whole load of bad luck alongside that, but I mean, it's more so not wanting to give limited teams the ability to win games easily. And when you lose games against teams you dominate, and we've done that twice against Fylde and Halifax, just because you're leaving boys 1v1 defending, when you know you've dominated the rest of it, it's you've got to question that. But yeah, look, York, we got it spot on. I mean, Neil changed his formation a couple of times during the game, 2-3 times. Today is going to be a robust game, I think. It's going to be, Phil's got 4 straight wins out of them, mate, and they're going to be quite direct. We'll have to defend well, but let's face it, we've got Hollis, Craig. They're not the type of defenders you want to come up against, really, if you're in a battle, because they were brought up doing that.
Yeah, they showed that Tuesday, didn't
they? Yeah, being a battle really doesn't mean to say they'll do it today necessarily, but if you could write down on a bit of paper the sort of players you want playing this, it'd be Frankham, Hollis, Craig. Yeah, mate, and just want to carry on where we left off. We're plenty good enough. We showed at Boreham Wood to go away from home, win games by clear margins. I think the team is coming together. We know that. We've seen it forming. I think 3 wins in 6 games or something, which isn't too bad really. And a long way to go, 14 to go. So nothing gets won or lost here today. I think we all know we'd love to bounce up a few more places and start to look forward. I think if we win today, we'd be closer to playoffs than anything else. So, but a long way to go, mate. But I do think it's going to be a really competitive game. I really do. And they've won 4 straight, and we've got to pay a lot of respect to that.
Yeah, and obviously, just before we go, coming up against Phil Brown today. somebody your path probably never crossed before?
No, not unless it was in a nightclub or something. Listen, I mean, yeah, obviously much respect for anybody that's ever been at the top level of the game, and Phil's been at the top level of the game, Premier League manager for a couple of years, so we can all but dream of having that experience. So I always tip my hat to all the managers we've come up against, Peter Taylor, Tim Flowers, and you know the list goes on, that have been at the highest level of the game. So Phil's been there, but my thing is just this is this level for a reason. Do you know what I mean? And it's a tough old level, and Phil will be using his experience to work out how to win games, as we've seen. Hopefully I'm shaking his hand and saying, don't worry about it. Hopefully we'll see you next season, Phil. But equally, mate, it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Okay, well,
cheers, mate.
Time, Mark. Catch you after the game.
Cheers, James.